Let's now put the focus on the state of Tamil Nadu. It's one of those states that everyone's watching out for. Voted in the first phase, so it's been a long wait for the results. 39 seats, 40 if you count Puducherry as well. Let's get right down to the numbers. Here's what the India Today Access My India exit poll numbers look like. It's the DMK show all the way, because if you look at it, the DMK plus their allies, which includes, of course, the Congress, could bag anywhere between 33 to 37 of the 39 seats in Tamil Nadu. The AIADMK is at 0 to 2, and here's where it gets interesting. The NDA is at 2 to 4, and if you break that down further, it's largely because of a contribution from the Bharatiya Janata Party itself, not necessarily their allies. And this is what makes it interesting. You see how now in number 2 place, it's not the AIADMK but the NDA, and that perhaps will be something that will lead to a political churn of sorts in Tamil Nadu. Let's take a look quickly at the vote share then, the projected vote share based on the exit poll. DMK plus, again DMK with their allies including the Congress at 46%. The NDA, the BJP plus their allies is at 22%. The AIADMK just below that. Again, the AIADMK with their allies is at 21%. Others at 11. This is going to make for a very interesting battle, because while the number 1 position has been sealed and always was perhaps, the number 2 position debate is what's making this particular Tamil Nadu election very, very interesting, because it perhaps seals the fate of what happens to the AIADMK, their future, and also whether the NDA therefore is making inroads at the cost of AIADMK. Let's get you reactions first coming in on our exit poll from Tamil Nadu.
The India Today My Access exit poll survey has given the NDA 2 to 3 seats in Tamil Nadu, and the vote share around 22%. How do you look at these numbers?
First of all, I thank the Tamil Nadu people for supporting us. But my prediction is the number will be a little more, and the vote share also will be more. Because our Honorable Prime Minister supported us, and a large number of families has been benefited by the schemes.
What are the reasons that gave BJP that edge in this election?
No, we could have had more, but because opponents is with a strong alliance, only the opposition votes are split. So splitting votes, we have to gain more votes from the other party. So it's a difficult job. But in spite of that, we are gaining votes, means people started accepting the National Party, BJP, and our Honorable Prime Minister visit really supported us, because it's a hardcore Dravidian land. It's a difficult political field for BJP. So our Honorable Prime Minister's visit helped us to move forward, to gain the support of the people, and definitely this is a great beginning, and definitely we will move forward.
So far in the few states where we had seen the India alliance is leading, and in 1 or 2 states like Jharkhand, they said they have predicted BJP's lead. But let us wait and see, because I think the India alliance will get around 300 seats easily. NDA will lose in many of the states. That includes Bihar, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh. Except Madhya Pradesh, in the remaining states, there is every chance, even in Gujarat.
My request to these people who have taken that survey, why strain so much? They can as well declare 540 out of 543 for NDA. Why strain this much? And I'm still searching for those guys who gave a prediction of 18 seats to NDA in Tamil Nadu before the elections. And now it has come down to 2 or 3. So just as the plight of these kind of people who says we have done research, nobody knows what's the sample size. Tamil Nadu is a swing door policy state. Say from 2009 onwards. 2009 DMK had 27. 2014 we swept the entire, then 2019 DMK swept. Now it's time for ADMK to write history. And negating ADMK as a whole, a party which has got 2 crores of cadres, which is roughly about 25% of the total population and 33% of the eligible vote bank of Tamil Nadu. And if that party is going to get 0, look at the plight of these surveys. These are not surveys, these are all astrologies.
To Pramod Madhav, who's joining us live from Chennai. Pramod, hours to go for the actual results to trickle in. But if you look at these current numbers, for the DMK, it's kind of bittersweet. Great that they're doing so well and they're still in pole position as expected. But all through the election campaign, and I'm sure you sensed this as well, the DMK also wanted to ensure that the number 2 position didn't go to the BJP or the NDA, which our exit polls are predicting right now.
Well, it is true, Lakshya, because Akshita, what happened is that earlier also be the Chief Minister or the Sports Minister Udinidhi Stalin, they very clearly mentioned that the actual opponent for DMK in the state of Tamil Nadu is always AIADMK. They do not want to consider BJP as an ally, opposition. But what happened is that this time BJP was it was really hard for them, but they roped in PMK. They themselves are bringing almost 5.2% vote percentage, which is definitely going to contribute a lot to the vote percentage of BJP. And whatever is going to happen tomorrow, it's definitely going to reflect in 2026 elections. Because on one side, Annamalai is leading BJP. He is preparing for that. We've been told that the reason they cut ties with AIDMK is for that purpose alone. That was a grand plan, and so is AIDMK. They want to come back to power, but for that, they have to show to the people, prove to the people that they have the vote percentage together. Of course, AIDMK and DMK always have their conservative votes. That has been there for generations. So it looks like tomorrow, definitely, the actual race is going to be for number 2, Akshita.
It'll be interesting to see what the numbers throw up. Thanks very much, Pramod. We'll track all the latest. And of course, you'll be joining us live at 6 a.m. tomorrow with the updates from Tamil Nadu. Quickly, let me run you through some of the big seats in Tamil Nadu and who's really in the lead in some of these seats. Let's talk about Chennai, because you heard right now from also Tamilisai Soundararajan in Chennai South, where you had Thamizhachi Thangapandian versus Tamilisai Soundararajan versus, in fact, Jayakumar Sanjayavardhan of the AIADMK. It is Thamizhachi Thangapandian who has the lead. She is with the DMK. In Chennai Central too, it's Dayanidhi Maran. So Chennai remains, of course, a DMK bastion. As far as Coimbatore goes, and I know there's been a lot of focus on this, our exit poll is giving the lead to the DMK, to Ganapathy Rajkumar, but that this is going to be a very, very close battle. Now, to quickly run you through, in fact, what will happen in Kanyakumari, another bastion where the BJP is hoping to win. It's Vasant, in fact, who has got the lead. Vijay Vasant, who is the son of the former MP, Vasant, the incumbent MP right now. He's got the lead over Ponnara in Kanyakumari. So it'll be interesting to see what plays out in some of these seats. We're, of course, going to be tracking all that plays out in Tamil Nadu, getting you those live numbers starting 6 a.m. tomorrow morning here on India Today.